you so much, Ashok. It's really great pleasure to be here today. So yes, so in this session, I mean, I will talk about a brief history about how digital technology has been improved through the years, and how it's helping patients and clinicians taking decisions. Um, and I will talk a little bit about what I call the process, and this is the exchange of data between different users of the digital technology. So as we can see here, what we are used to or previously is that the doctors will take a decision, provide this decision to patients, and this is of course was definitely fine, because the doctors, I mean, they go through all of the knowledge, the studying, they have the experience, and they are the only source, or they were the only source for the patients in terms of things related to their health conditions. And then things improved a little bit with the internet introduction, and we have Dr. Google, where we can ask all the questions and we get answers. Um, are these answers correct or not? This is for a different session. But then we have the technology such as like general systems or mobile apps, maybe, where they provide general advice and general decisions to patients, which means they don't provide personalized decision to each patient according to their health condition. And then things changed rapidly through the years, and a new technology have been introduced where they provide feedback and decisions to individual patients depending on their health condition. So the threshold can be different between patients to patients. For example, a heart rate 60 could be fine for one patient, but could be maybe dangerous for another patient. And this is where the new technology receives the data from patients, analyze it, and provide decisions that are particular for these individual patients. So this is what I call the process. So we hear these days a lot about terms such as telemedicine, telemonitoring, telehealth, mobile health, etc., etc. Now, the definitions will be, of course, they be slightly different, but in general, these terms are mainly they are the use of technology and telecommunication technology in order to exchange the data between different users of these systems. So with the users, they could be patients, could be the doctors, could be maybe regulators, decision makers, etc., etc. But now, for the purpose of this session, I will focus just on the relationship between patients and the doctors. Now, if we imagine, I mean, we have patients at home provided with various devices, such as weight, oximeter, blood pressure monitor, etc. They enter the reading to these devices, and then they transfer these devices to the other side, where the doctors can read these readings, this data, and can take a decision, provided as a feedback to the patients. Now, in this situation, we can see the decision has been made by the doctors at the very left. I'm not sure if you can see the cursor, but at the very left. Now, if we imagine that, okay, we have maybe a practice, like a GP practice or a clinical center, where they have a large number of patients. And this means there will be loads and loads of data traveling from these patients to the doctors. Maybe like if we have a COPD patient, CHF, diabetes, patient with diabetes, then there will be a lot of data for the doctors to go through and read and take decisions. So in this situation, we can implement a smart system or an AI system, artificial intelligence, where they have algorithm allows them to receive the data from patients, analyze it, and then alert the doctors about the data retrieved from one patient. So what I mean about this is, at the doctor's side, we cannot employ like a clinician or a doctor just to sit behind the screen reading the data that they have received the whole day. So we can implement the system with different colors alerts. So, okay, this is fake data, of course. Yeah, anyway. So this is when I talked about the process where the patients have the devices, they transfer it to the doctors, and then this is the smart system at the doctor's side. So here as I was saying, so when the data has been received by the doctors, the system has been learned to know the threshold for each of the patients. So when the readings or the data readings are above the threshold, then the system will have a red light to alert the doctors that there's something wrong, something dangerous. The doctors will rush and contact the patients and maybe send them ambulance. So in this situation, we see that the system here received the data, analyzed it, took a decision to inform the clinicians. And the decision is based on the data, of course, received by the patients. Now, this here again, the final decision will be taken by clinicians. But if we change here the devices to the new kind of artificial intelligence or algorithms that we can integrate into these machines or these devices. So at this point, let's say we have a mobile health app provided to the patients. The patients can enter their readings, their data into this mobile phone, into this app. The app will analyze the data and will inform the patients maybe, okay, if a patient with diabetes, they have eaten a lot of sweet, then the app will inform the patients that, okay, you have to go easy on chocolate today. So this is a decision has been made by the app. Now, about the accuracy, if they are evidence-based, this is another story, but this is a decision had been made by this app, inform the patient about the health condition. Also, this mobile app could provide the patient with information about their health condition. So in this situation, the patients have been informed about the decision. They are more involved in their own health condition. So they've read about, for example, diabetes. They have read about the danger of maybe increase the level of blood sugar. So they have been informed. They can take a decision to, for example, to monitor their diet before they go and meet their doctors. So they can take a decision and be more involved in their health condition, while previously they had to write all the readings on a sheet of paper and wait until they meet their doctors. And then the doctors will inform them with the decision and maybe provide them with more information about their health condition. So we can see here that patients have been empowered now. Also, this new technology, like mobile apps, they can show the progress of the health condition to the patients, where the patient can be more in control of their health condition. As an example, as I mentioned, maybe monitoring their diet. Now, where is this going in the future? AI has been implemented now, and the future of AI being implemented in healthcare seems to be really bright. More the technology that has been introduced and is developed are technology where can provide decisions or personalized decisions to patients according to their health conditions. And this is hopefully, I mean, will be the new style of life. It's not like, I mean, we used to see this in movies, but now it's happening. The only thing, the only risk here is something like Dilraj mentioned. There will be issues of maybe quality of data, how accurate these devices are, maybe ethical issues around the data, etc. But the future is very bright, and hopefully we can use this technology to improve the empowerment and the patient involvement.